Yo, welcome to the motherfucking neighborhood. Welcome to the motherfucking neighborhood. Welcome to the neighborhood. If it's your first time in the motherfucking neighborhood, make sure you bring it back to the bottom of the map. Okay, guys, I'm trying to actually look at the camera today because I can tell when I'm watching the videos that I'm not looking at the camera. So I'm trying to look at the camera today, which is very weird because I can't actually look at myself, which I feel is slightly narcissistic because I'm like, I want to look at myself, but I can't. So, if it's your first time in the neighborhood, make sure you bring it back to the bottom of the map. Make sure you go all the way back to the video called Welcome to the Motherfucking Neighborhood. It's called Welcome to the Neighborhood, but you gotta put the motherfucking, it's like Weezy. Don't say, it's like Weezy F, baby. Don't forget the F, bitch. Don't forget the motherfucking. But go to the video called Welcome to the Neighborhood. Watch in chronological order from Welcome to the Neighborhood until wherever you came in on the journey. Here we follow Uncle Luke. We don't stop. We pop that pussy. So if you came in the middle of the journey, don't motherfucking stop. Keep watching past the point you came into the journey, came in on the journey. Watch past where you came in into the point until there are no more videos until the last uploaded video, which would be this video today. But if you came in on this video, then you came in at the, you came in, it'll make sense to you where you at. But if you came in on this video and it's the last motherfucking video that has been uploaded, make sure you go back and watch all the way from the beginning. This is the journey of where God has taken me in my life. I think the last video, the video before that, I kind of played with these words to try to see, but it is where God's taken me in my life. Like, you get to follow me on my journey. I follow God. Me and God relationship a lot different from anybody else in God relationship. And I just want to show people a different perspective of life. And this gonna make sense in a couple years, because I'm just planting some things. This manifesting is planting seeds and harvesting them until they grow, even when they don't make sense. This is my proverbial Noah's Ark. Shout out to the Peace Dealer. And like when Noah was building his motherfucking ark, people didn't fucking, they was like, bitch, what is you doing? Why is you doing that? That shit don't make motherfucking sense. But when that flood came, everybody was like, bitch, do you have any extra seats? No, bitch, I don't. I don't have any more seats. So if you are watching this as these are being uploaded, you're not too late. You're right on time if you're watching this when these are being uploaded, or you know about them when they're being uploaded. You're not too late. If you're watching this, it's too late. If you're watching this, it's too late. If it's in production, if it's in the movie theaters, if the thing that happened has happened, you'll know if you're too late. But anybody who's watching these things as they are uploaded, you get a behind the scenes tour of greatness being made. You get to see what being great look like. People often, we see the finished product of Beyonce and Jay-Z, but we don't really know what their life look like. And I think that and I don't think this is intentional, but that causes a false sense of reality. And bitch, I'm here to wait. I'm just not that person. All right, so today is Spiritual Saturday. On Saturdays, we follow our spirits. I usually have some gospel music playing, but fucking Gucci Mane Bipolar came up. And that was in my spirit, so that's what I was gonna play. On Saturdays, we follow our spirit, so that was in my spirit. I was talking to my best friend, and she said something about bipolar, and that song hit. It hit. So, bipolar with the check. Collagen water. I just ordered Kyra. I'm unique. I'm a huge fan of her YouTube channel. Definitely by the time you guys, this is released, I'm like big time, like 2030, 2040, she definitely gonna be a billionaire already. Definitely on that shit. But I don't feel bad giving her, sending more money her way, sending more energetic money her way. But she had some like she had the skincare routine, and it really helped her face. And my face isn't bad at all, but sometimes I eat chocolate. Sometimes when my cycle on, and sometimes when I stress, I get acne. Now I don't even want to say it's acne, but pimples, and I pick them. I can't help but pick them. I just want to try her and so I get dark spots, and so I just really want to get something to get the dark spots out of my face. Cause I just don't like them. But if I can't get them on my face, it's just like it is. Bitch, this beauty. I'm beautiful wherever. You know, y'all ain't ever seen me with a beat ass face. Not that I have anything against beat ass faces. It's just not my thing. I'm more of a masculine energy, and I'm more of a natural beauty energy. So it is what it is. Y'all see how I'm on here today. Like, I washed my hair last night. Well, I just got, because I'm out of shampoo and conditioner, so I just put water in it and comb it out with coconut oil. For right now, so I am going to try to go for a look tonight. Big hair. But we'll see. I'm supposed to be doing something that I don't know that I will. This full moon energy really got me on some nut ass shit. Not some nut ass shit, but I'm really just sitting and internalizing and looking at really, you know, just I'm being really introspective. I'm really in hermit mode. So I need to go. I need to go to the store. I need to go get me some more tea. This is a wild sweet orange tea. Y'all know collagen water. I don't even know if I finished that thought. So I got some stuff on my face that Kyra, I'm unique, suggested. I'm gonna add that to my origins routine because I'm an origins fiend. I absolutely, positively, I swear about origins. This is not origins. This is another face mask. But I've been sleeping with my origins face mask on, which is probably not good. So my face been getting oily. Like I've been getting little pimples. I'm just trying to find a really awesome face care routine, and so I feel like I can mix some things together. I'm gonna always do random. I pop my, like, I have a random habit of popping my nose ring. Like, it just keep coming out. So one of these, like, it was Tuesday night. I don't know how I popped that bitch all the way out, and it actually fell on my carpet, and I had to find it and put that bitch back in. And so now I got like a little bump on there, and I'm salty about that shit. I'm like, no, I don't want a bump. So I'm trying not to pick it or bother it and let it just naturally go down. So that's the thing too. Like, whatever. People like, bitch, we don't give a fuck. Then get off my fucking page, bitch. So Venus is in Libra, and is conjunct, I believe, Uranus, which is very interesting. Which is in Taurus. Uranus being in Taurus for me is an interesting aspect because, like, I just look at so many y'all. I got so many thoughts. Like I can't even organize them. Uranus being in Taurus is they like two opposites. Uranus is the party person, and Taurus is the hardworking go-getter. So for them to be, for Uranus and to be in Taurus, it's definitely not at home at all. I could see Uranus being in Aries being better, but it's definitely not. It's like, like, bitch, stop being so boring. It's like, you just, I think of Uranus and Taurus as like a prim and proper person sitting down at the computer, like everything OCD, everything being like perfect and prim, and the Uranus just come in and take it like if the sticky notes are all perfect and everything is in alphabetical order, like Uranus fucking with Taurus, like fucking up the sticky notes, taking the rainbow colors out of the fucking rainbow, unalphabetizing every fucking thing. The person's like hair all slicked back, and they got like the best suit on, and Uranus is like, let me rip this shirt a little bit, make it drape off your motherfucking side, let me ruffle your hair a little bit, and you can still get the things that you want to get accomplished, but make it fun. So you have that aspect, conjunct Uranus and Libra and Venus and Libra, which is a beautiful aesthetic. Oh, and that makes sense to me. So when I see that, it's just like, I feel like with that Venus being in Libra and those two being conjunct, like the Taurus part, like with Uranus being in Taurus, the Taurus doesn't understand that just how beautiful it could be not together. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard for a person or a thing or an idea to break away from change. Like, you know, in order for, and I think that's what I kind of wanted to talk about today. Like, and that's been a reoccurring thing. That's why it's very important to watch these videos in chronological order, so you can kind of keep the storyline up, because everything I talk about relates to a video that I talked about before. Like, I referenced a lot of things in previous videos. So if you want to really keep up with the Kardashians, bitch, you gotta watch everything in chronological order. But it's like y'all know I'd be losing my train of thought. And it'd be so crazy because when I'd be sober. Like, I'd be like, this morning I woke up and my fucking tea was in my microwave. The tea box, the box that the fucking tea was in my motherfucking microwave. I'd be like, bitch, and I'm sober. But anyway, so I think it's like the idea of, in order for something new to be born, there must be complete destruction of the old. And the Taurus ideology, the Taurus template is just like, you know, structure, like hard working, it's stubborn, but it's the earth sign. So I feel like it's like that Virgo, it's like that Capricorn, it's just straight laced. And Uranus is so not straight laced. And I feel like what's happening is Venus is showing Taurus that Uranus isn't that bad. It's just like, you can still be productive, you can still be effective, and it doesn't have to all be perfect. It doesn't have to all be perfect all the time. Matter of fact, the imperfection is what makes it not beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And so that makes sense to the astrologers, if it makes sense. But like, that's how I see Venus and Libra conjunct Uranus in Taurus. And so it's gonna get a little messy, but it's gonna be beautiful. And that's the lesson, I think, that Venus and Libra conjunct Uranus and Virgo, and Uranus and Taurus. I feel like that's what that aspect looks like. So people gonna be uncomfortable, but they don't know the uncomfortableness is creating a certain beauty. That was interesting. That was an interesting read. We follow our spirits on fucking Sunday. So, and that's another thing too. Like, I'm trying to get unorthodox. I'm trying to get out of and it's so crazy because I'm so, everybody thinks that I'm so, like my sister said this before, like I'm so chaotic. And I always look, she said, you always look disheveled, and all over the place. But like, that's you living your best life and you actually know exactly what's going on and you're actually organized. And so, like, part of me is extremely type A, is extremely straight-laced. And I don't know where that comes from because, you know, I got a Leo sun, and that motherfucker is just reckless. Young and reckless. Waiting on you to test us type shit. So I don't know where that comes from. And then I got Libra. And just like all of my, like, well, I do, because I got that Saturn in Capricorn, that Uranus. But see, even with that Saturn in Capricorn, I got Uranus and Neptune in Capricorn. So I always fuck people. And so that's the thing too. And I hate that and I love that, because that Uranus, I'm already a Scorpio rising. So when I had with that Neptune in I feel like it's conjunct my, I think I got my birth chart. I think it's actually conjunct my fucking, ascendant. And so I think that I'm already very mysterious and people already don't know my intentions and they already kind of draw a conclusion about me. But with that Neptune like sitting across for it or aspecting it, or conjunct it, it definitely fuck people up. Cause they already have a misconception of who I am because of that Scorpio rising. And then that Neptune is it's a fog. It's like, it is not what it seems. So I seem like a lot of things to people, but I'm not. So all of that to say, this aspect would be interesting for me because I'm so straight-laced, but I'm not straight-laced. But I cling to change because I cling to kind of my fixed symbolness because I am a fucking fixed sign. You know, I got Venus in my 10th house, and so Venus conjunct Uranus, so I just gotta let everything just be messy and understand that whatever it is beautiful. Like, let it all burn down and paint with the ashes type shit and make something beautiful with the ashes type shit. Yeah, I got Neptune sextile Pluto and Venus sextile my ascent, so that's cool too. So Venus is kind of like, Venus make me look funky pretty, like, because I have Venus sextile my ascendant. So I have Venus sextile Scorpio, and that's it's just like if you think of it like a reflection, it's just like Venus is hitting, like, this is Venus in my and it's hit my ascent like this. That's kind of how I think of it. I don't know how accurate that is, but there's that. I don't know. I was trying to find the aspect in my chart. Yeah, Venus sextile, a sun square ascent. And so the sun is shining on my fucking my Scorpio rising, which makes me look more like a Scorpio and makes me appear more like a Scorpio than a Leo. But everybody always, like, once I start talking, because I look quiet, I look mysterious, but once I start talking, I'll be like, oh yeah, that bitch Leo. So that makes sense. That was a astrology ramble. But I'm interested. I'm excited. I really am excited about this Venus in my fucking 10th house. And because I told you guys the last time, it's just like when a sign, when a planet transits a sign, you don't lose, because I'm naturally a Venus in Virgo, so I don't ever lose that detail orientation, but it's just like I get an extra filter on top of that. And Venus is at home in Libra, and Libra is the planet, like, Venus is a planet of beauty. And so it's exalted, it's very Venusian. And so I come off right now very Venusian, but what really will make me Venusian, and this is what this transit will show me, is the unorthodoxness, is the ability to let go of what I think is the control and let the mess make me beautiful. Because it's not that it's not beautiful with the structure, but it can be even more beautiful, and beautiful is not synonymous with structure. So that's something that you have to understand as well. I'm still, like I said, I'm still learning I'm still learning astrology and how that shit works, but that's how I see that shit. So all of that to say, I'm gonna try some Chiron Unique's face stuff. I'm excited about that. Y'all know I stick to my fucking collagen water like glue. I have been trashed with working out, just being honest with you. But like, I just try to I'm like I said, I'm in hermit mode. I just need to spend a little bit more time by myself. Yesterday I told Sharif that I just wanted to be by myself. He was like, I hope you feel better. I'm not sad. Like, and that's the thing, I'm not sad at all. I just need to be by myself and recharge my energy. People don't understand how, like even sometimes just being, not just him, just people in general, like, people drain your energy. Like, when you are a light source, people will drain your energy. And I say that, I don't mean to say that in like no cocky way, but I just know what I am, and I realize what I am. So like, and it's so funny because you wouldn't think I am, because I don't know, but like, I am, and people just trying to kind of drain my energy. It take a lot of energy to really to not do and to do things. And sometimes, like, people use me as a filter to filter their feelings and to self-check themselves, and they don't understand how even just talking to sometimes or being around them sometimes is draining. And I don't say that in a bad way. Like, I always want people to come around, but like, just like me taking, just like Like, I gotta take care of me. I can't help you if I ain't got no energy. So, like, it's important to make people aware of your need to recharge so that you can have something to give to them. Because if you not charged, then you ain't got nothing to give to nobody. And I always say that's one of my favorite phrases. I don't have it. And people automatically get offended when, and I realize that they see things from their point of view when I say I don't have it. Some people get offended, like, and they don't just ask a follow-up question like, what do you mean you don't have it? I don't have the energy. And it's not a negative thing. It's like sometimes like I'm a fucking battery. So sometimes I'm literally drained all the way down to, like my little niece said, this lady looked like she was on 1%. Sometimes you be on 1% and you have to recharge yourself. And that's a hard thing for me because I try to be everything for everybody. Like, for a minute, I took time for myself. Like when my ex left, I took April to August, and I just spent it all by myself. And I just need to spend some more time by myself. And sometimes people, they take from you without giving back to you too. They don't really give you energy. And I don't want to be around that either. I can't be around nobody so if I'm around you, I need you to be giving me the same energy, not the energy you think I need. And that's the thing too. I tell people what I need and they give me what they want me to have. Amber Khan say, don't give people what you want them to have, give them what they want. And I want positive energy. And I don't care if you think I need yes men. If you know me, I don't need that. Like if you really know me as a person, and that's what I'm realizing, either you know me as a person or you don't. And if I tell you something and you say something other than that, I'm off of it. Cause that's really just the way it is. Like I told my mom that, like, I'm not really in the business of convincing nobody or nothing. And I try, and sometimes I kind of slip back into that, but the people who know me know my heart. And if I gotta tell you more than once or try to convince you of who I am and you still doing the same thing over and over again, I'm not telling you no more. I'm just gonna remove myself because I'm not convincing you, and I told you what I want around me. And if you don't want to be that, or you can't be that because you too stubborn, then I really don't want your energy around me. Because I feel like that's like, it's like rape, like spiritual rape. Like, I'm telling you, no, don't do that, and you say, well, this is me, I'm gonna do it anyway. Then I don't have to be around you. Like, I'm asking you not to do something and you choose to continue to do it. I say, when you do this, it bothers me, and you say, well, this is just me. Well, I'm not gonna stop you from being you, but I'm gonna just be me over here. Cause I'm on my spiritual shit. I'm on my I know who I am shit. Try that shit when I wasn't. I don't, like, when I realized I don't have to take certain things. Like, I don't have to allow certain things. I don't. Like, boundaries. Boundaries hurt less than not having them. That's my favorite quote. So there's that too. All right, I'm at 22 minutes. You already know. You already know, working on the weekend like usual. Working on the weekend like usual. Definitely way up in the deep end like usual. I definitely want to read for you guys. I got these cards. I love these cards. I feel like these cards are very powerful, and it's very, very, very like, you gotta be a certain way. Excuse me. You gotta. That's me being enlightened, bitch. That's the inspiration. You gotta be like, you gotta really be attuned to yourself to read. Right now, Scorpio is in 8 degrees Scorpio. My ascent is in 16 degrees Scorpio, and I have a hypothesis about when an aspect of a planet reaches the degree it was in your chart when you were born. Like, that's a heightened day. Shout out to Nicole Risey. She doesn't have much on her channel, but follow her. Oh man, she a little gangster son. I love gangster shorty from New York. I watched her at Peace Talk. And I was watching a piece of it last night, and I asked that question, and she responded. She was just like, it's like a heightened level of understanding. Like, that's the day that your understanding will definitely be heightened. So I'm interested to see how that is. So that's probably, I think Scorpio moves 1 degree a day. So I'm gonna count up and see what that is. And that's all about. That's how you manipulate the energy. That's how you navigate the energies. That's how you work. You know, that's how you make the energies work for you. I'm also fighting ego. There's no ego right now. I was talking to someone, and I just was honest with him. I was like, my ego, like I said, this is what I wanted to do with that's my ego, and I know it's my ego, and I really got to get out of that. My ego right now is like, my ego in my head like, bitch, stop talking that shit and buy Jubilee's outfit. That's who it was last time. I said Jubilee. I said Juvenile Jubilee, bitch. My ego was just like, your ego is your voice in your head is like, Bitch, you gonna let somebody do that shit to you, hoe? Especially with Mars being at Aries right now. Mars and Aries is like, is that friend, that petty ass friend that's like, oh, so you a hoe. You gonna let that motherfucker talk to you? I thought you said you was the man, motherfucker. Nah, you ain't the man. That motherfucker just talk to you sideways. And sometimes you gotta get your ego in check and be like, look, ego, sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up. This ain't about that right now. So there's that. But I'm definitely gonna get back to working out. I need to really spiritually recharge. I really need to clean my house from head to toe. I haven't really cleaned it in a minute. Cause it's been always somebody here. It's always somebody around me. And I really got this Kevin Gates song that says, I'll find you again. It's about when he went to jail. I love Kevin Gates and I love Drika from Baton Rouge, I think. My mama from out the 9. That's what he said in the video. I might play Perfect Imperfection for y'all and take y'all out on that. But he just talked about how, like, when he was in jail, he had to figure out how to be by himself. And then when other people come in, when he got back to Drika, like, he was so disconnected because, like, he had to just figure out how to survive by himself. And that's what, like, I want to talk about something Amber Khan said too. But when you had to really survive by yourself, not live by yourself, but when you had to survive by yourself, it's a different mentality. You have to let go of all you know. You have to let go of, you know, the people, places, and things that may have wanted to help you but couldn't because that wasn't their place. Like, and when you have to survive by yourself, you have to retrain I tell you all the time about, you know, training your brain. Like, I don't keep food, like snacks in my house because I know I'm going to eat them. So I just train my brain not to. You have to train your brain not to depend on anybody else. So it don't mean you don't love people anymore. It's just that, like, I had to take care of me for so long. The fact that somebody else coming in, you automatically kind of resistant because you had to take care of yourself for so long. Whether it was a mental prison or a physical prison, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll find you again. You know what I'm saying? So this is a burden that none of us want. Judge brothers up when we been back to court. Beautiful creature, I know who you are. And I'm really having that. I'm really having that thing. But along with that comes growth. You know, when you take care of yourself and you love yourself, that it's a point of growth that comes in with that too. Shit, I want to talk about what Amber Khan said about, I don't know, she was in her Libra video, Press the Button. She was talking about how people, she said, you know, I have a Libra moon, and I definitely resonated with what she said. She said a lot of people, she said, one, like, you don't ever impose your problems on other people. And she said you make everything you've ever been through seem so effortless. And if a person had gone through what you had gone through, they probably wouldn't be, like, they definitely wouldn't still be smiling right now. And that's something that really resonates with me, because that's me. That's definitely me. I hate putting my problems on the other people. I hate talking to other people about my problems, you know. Because I know people got their own shit going on. Like, I'm aware. So because I'm aware, I try to be very conscious of others. A lot of people not aware. A lot of people just dump their shit onto you, and they don't even really give a shit about what you going through. And I noticed that in a lot of my friendships, and I know it's unconscious, everybody not like me. Not everybody not awake like me. One of my good friends, I just told him he was one of my favorite humans, but he liked that too. And it's so crazy because I didn't understand when I first met him, because I met him a while ago. But I understand not wanting to take your burdens. It's not me. I'm hiding my problems. It's just I don't want to put my problems on you. I just want to get myself together. And then when I get myself together, then I'll come around you. Because I don't like to burden people. Because I know how that feel. You know what I'm saying? And I was watching this girl, Tarot Bate, I think that's her name. Shout out to her. I love her reads. She's so crazy. She's a cute, beautiful spirit. Like, she's a beautiful spirit, for real. But she was talking about, like, how, like, I take, like, all of the shit I ever been through, I think that shit, like, I don't ever let shit make me mad or break me or make me feel like I'm less than. Because why? For what? For why? For why, Craig? For why? I don't think that that's the thing that you should do. I turned it into something beautiful. I was preparing for a meeting that got canceled yesterday, and I told the young man that I was preparing for the meeting with that I really like, I really like, I alchemize all of the bad things that happen to me. And he said that's a tool that not everybody has, but I do it. I didn't always do it, and it took me a really long time to do it. I ain't always been this mentally calm or mentally, like, one of the things, you know, like, I really been, I told y'all, fighting anxiety, like, whew, controlling your mind, you know, control your thoughts. In order for something new to be born, there must first be destruction of the old. And the first part of creating your own reality is the first part of creating your own reality is making sure you have a stable mind. If you don't have a stable mind, your reality, you cannot create a good reality. And so, like, and maybe that's why I'm not, like, that's a part of, like, I have been working out, but spiritually. And so I maybe, and I'm thinking of this, and I'm having this epiphany as I sit and I talk to you guys. But it's like I always say that, get your mind right. Get your mind right. Cause you don't want to see what that eye like. You don't want to see what that eye like. That's a song. That eye. That's some wretched ass Baton Rouge shit. But your mind gotta be together, because your mind is what forms your reality around you. It decides what you see and what you don't see. So you got to train your mind. When like I said, I shout out to Frank Williams. He taught me about the Willie Lynch theory. With slaves, take the mind, lead the body. The mind is the most powerful thing you can have, and when people have control of your mind, they got control of you. So you got to really be in tune with your star play. I'm so salty with my mind right now. That's all I could think. Like you got to be in tune with your star player and know what your truth is. And really, and don't question your truth. Because when you question your truth, you allow entities in. You can't tell your shit from their shit. But when you know your shit, you know somebody else bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You can, when you good on you can look and see past or through any motherfucking body. You know what I'm saying? So there's that, like. So I'm really focusing on my mind, and people don't really get that. Chica got a part in her line, and her song was just like, she's sitting still, but she always thinking or something like that. Like I sometimes I'll be looking like I don't be doing nothing, and that's something Amber Khan talked about too. She was like, with Libras, people always think y'all indecisive, especially with Libra being my moon sign and how I process emotion and how I'm gonna do things. People probably always think I'm not gonna do nothing, and then one day I just do something, and they be like, what the fuck? Shocking surprise. When all along, like, I've been planning this or thinking about this for years. You know what I'm saying? Just because I didn't say nothing or make a move. Because Libras, especially, well, like, my Venus being in Virgo, and Venus is a Libra ruled sign, but, like, I just think of that as, like, I like to get my details. Like, I like to set shit up in my head and really make sure when I make this move, like, when I think about it as a domino effect, like I'm setting up the dominoes. Like, I'm taking my time to create a pretty picture with the dominoes. I don't know if y'all ever seen them pictures where they create pictures with the dominoes, but when you hit the domino, that it all fall and they make a beautiful picture. Like, I make sure I set up each domino, and a lot of people don't even realize that I'm setting up a dominoes in a certain way. That first off, they just be looking at me like, what is this bitch doing? You know what I'm saying? And, like, they have no clue that I'm creating a beautiful ass picture. And when I hit that domino and the last domino drop and it's a beautiful picture, the people who talked about me be confused. The people who believed in me be like, oh, well, that's Leanne. That's usually what she do. The people who don't know any other lives, like, oh, this bitch was doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, when that last domino fall, like, first off, when I hit the first domino, it's too late. Because if I've hit the first domino, that means that I've already put all the pieces in place, and it's gonna fall. It's gonna come together. But you gotta understand. You gotta believe. When you're creating a masterpiece, you have to know. You have to know what your vision look like, not nobody else. Because it's people who gonna question what your vision look like. It's people who gonna question you. It's people who will make you question your sanity. It's people who want all of those things. So it's important. That's why I say your mind is the most important. It's the most powerful tool. You need to have control over your mind. Mental health is the most important. If you don't have a good mental health, you can't create no reality. So, like, as you creating your masterpiece and like, just be sure in who you are and what you're doing, because people gonna question you. People who ain't never seen it. When Noah was building his motherfucking ark, people was like, what the fuck are you doing? It ain't rained in years. We in a fucking drought, motherfucker. We don't need this shit. And he like, bitch, I ain't ask you. You ain't my guy. And that's how I feel about these videos. And I'm human, and so I tell you, I go back and forth. I always go back and forth. Cause it's hard not to get caught up in hype. Don't believe in the hype. Don't, you know. But I always, like, I'm trying to shuffle, but I'm gonna fucking talk about what I'm talking about. Like, it's hard not to get caught up in the hype. It's hard not to just look around and see everybody, you know, like, coming up and doing, but it's, I'm pretty sure when Noah was building his ark, he was probably cussing God out, like, what the fuck, God? You show, bitch, it's hot. God is hot. It still ain't rain, motherfucker. And especially when he was getting them fucking animals on there, like, putting that bitch in there, like, 2 by 2, like, God, these animals don't even fucking get along. What the fuck do you mean? Like, I can see, like, and that's the thing, like, if I want to narrate the Bible, bitch, like, I really feel like that's how Noah was. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, okay, I'm gonna do this shit. And you know, like, like, especially in a down house southern home, you don't let nobody know what's going on outside the house. So he probably was beefing with God, like, God, I don't know, but in front of people, he was like, yeah, God told me to build this ark, and what, nigga? Bitch, you can't get on. You know what I'm saying? And I bet the people, when it started to rain, the people who watched him build the motherfucking ark, the people who talked about him building the ark, they had a problem with it. But when it started to rain, they was like, no, you got some more space? Nah, bitch. Ain't no motherfucking more. So, but he had to be in tune with his star player. He had to know that he was called by God to do whatever it was that he was doing, and he really couldn't fuck with people who doubted him. So there's that. I don't know why that was the fucking message. So, but be open to shit, especially with this Venus and Libra, and understand that no matter what it looked like, what it appeared to be, like, the destruction is what makes it beautiful. The messed up hair, the uncouthness is what makes it beautiful. So I'm gonna read for you guys today. That's a beautiful card. The uncouthness. All right. And the page of inspiration came out. It was out last time I read with these cards. I got a couple of my other cards up here today. But it's Spiritual Saturday, bitch. It's Spiritual Saturday. On Saturday, what do we do? What do we do on Spiritual Saturdays? We follow our fucking spirit. Like, I get into the idea of, you know, well, sometimes I want to, like, I'm still going to watch these things about the algorithms, because it can't hurt, you know, information. You can never have too much information. Well, shit, the more you know, the harder it's not to get tainted by the world. But, like, my message ain't like that. Like, I do want to do the algorithms. I do want to get up and, you know, if you release your videos at a certain time of day and stuff like that, and maybe I might try that as well, but I got to understand that that's not my focus. But it's hard not to, you know, get caught up in the hype. It's hard not to get caught up in the hype. Pause. You already know. Anybody new? I'm trying to be a Fenty ambassador, motherfucker. This is my Fenty hoodie. This is my Fenty robe. One of my most favorite things in the whole wide motherfucking world. I like that. So shop Fenty. I'm gonna, after I hang up with you guys or get off, y'all, like, I'm really on here, I just be looking like anything, but that's the real thing. Like, people, like, fuck that shit. Like, I just look like I'm still, like, I'm beautiful. Hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. That's when you the prettiest. I hope you don't take it wrong. Like, you really gotta be okay with your beauty. Cause I look good with motherfucking, I look good with my face. I look good all the fucking, with whatever I got on. With whatever is going on in my life. Like, I just believe in my beauty. And it was a time and a place where I didn't believe in my beauty. That's a lot of cards. And so, now I just don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck, because I'm still intentional in everything I do. These cards keep wanting to fucking come out. So, I'm going to let them come out. All right, I'm gonna do one more card, and then I'm gonna pull one from my oh, this came out. All right, and that one. Awakening, bitch. I feel like that's what's going on in my life. A little awakening. Look at her. She gorgeous. This whole deck is gorgeous. Three of materials. Because I read, like, I tell y'all, I studied tarot for a really long time before I ever picked up a card to read it. So, oh, I felt like something tried to pop out. All right, one more. Fucking magician. I love when the bottom of the deck, the tower card. All right, 11:01. All right, my phone. So let me try to get this out. 10 minutes. I need to go cook some lunch too. So these two popped out of my Rider-Waite deck. Whew. Interesting read. Interesting read. It's so funny because it's like the same read from yesterday, but a little growthful, bitch. Ooh. I gotta hurry up. My tummy, like, bitch, you putting too much shit in me this morning. Literally, it's like, get this shit out. Get this shit out. So, this is, I'm gonna read these two cards together. This is the Five of Emotions and the Eight of Swords. Don't let this, like, we are in an alchemic process. Temperance, the Temperance card. I talked about this on Thorough Thursday. I feel like this is like a continuation of that read. That's why it's important to watch these videos in order. And you watch them whenever you're supposed to watch them. And like I said, this is a hobby of mine. It's something I love, but it's a message for everybody. And I just use these to give God messages. This is an alchemic process. You have to go through, even if we go back to yesterday, you, like, the energy you wasted, the pain you've been through, the blood that was shed, all of that was necessary. That's a part of that necessary. Don't let that shit turn you cold. And I studied, like I told you, I read the book when it came to these cards. Especially the Muse cards. Don't let that shit turn you cold. And you see how, like, and that's what the book say. Like, you see how she's taking this coal and turning it to water. We have to understand that this is part of the process. You are where you're supposed to be. Accept that and turn that ice into water. When you use water is vital to grow. So turn that into something that is vital. Like, everybody, we made up of water. I said the other day we were 60% water. That probably, I know, I'm thinking about the earth, bitch. I don't fucking know. But we are the earth, so fuck that shit. But, like, turn that hurt, turn that coldness into something that brings life into the world. I'll take this. Listen to your inner voice. Like, this is the Ace of Voices. Look at, like, how beautiful that is. Like, turn it into something beautiful. Literally, turn it into something beautiful. Be the magician. Turn it into something beautiful. Turn it into something that's inspiring. You turn it into alchemy. That had to happen so you can turn it into alchemy. Once you do that, like, I feel like it's the same message from yesterday, just different cards. And all of these women is facing the same way, except for when we get to the end of the read. But this is the Fool card. And I hate that you can't really see this, how beautiful it is. There we go. Like, look at that. She in a world of her own. She leaving what she think the world is and going into a beautiful universe. Like, she is taking the ladder into a whole nother universe. But she can only do that. She only realized that a whole nother universe. There's a universe inside of you. God bless me. That's Alana Blastus. I say her name incorrectly, but I feel like that's what she did. She took that coldness and she turned it into something beautiful. Now she off to the races. Now she realized there's a universe inside of her. And she, like, but in this process, she had to really, like, I feel like this is an eclipse. She had to fucking let the shit go that needed to be let go, bitch. Bitch, y'all know, I hate, like, I don't know, I need y'all to see these beautiful ass cards. Yeah, you gotta see this shit. And I think I had to do this last time. Like, that's the eclipse. So it's like that. It's like the 8 of Cups. Like, I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. Like, she go, like, this is her, like, even so, we can go it this way. This is what she doing. You see, this even as continuation. She in the desert. So, once she got out the desert, she was in the 5 of emotions, cold. She took that, she was here, and you realize this is where you had to be in order for you to take this journey to really discover what you needed to let go and what you didn't need to let go. To decide and use that to help. To help you turn this, like, you had to go through this. You had to allow yourself to get, like, this is a part of the process. I keep saying that. And that sent you, when you got hurt, it sent you on a journey within yourself. You realized that you had alchemy. You realized that you could bring life to your thoughts. And that caused you, was like, oh, I'm powerful. Oh, well, fuck this. I don't have to stay where I'm at. So you became the fool, and you walked away from the shit that you didn't, like, need anymore. You decided, oh, I can create my reality. Bitch, I can create my reality. Well, let me create. Look at this. Like, this is what she realized. Like, this is her walking around. And look, like, I feel like this little outline is what she walks into. She realized there's something beyond the veil. She's like, oh, well, bitch, I want to go there. So she hit that Sabrina the Teenage with that I Dream of Genie. Bitch, all right, I'm going to make myself there. I'm going to take that and I'm going to become beautiful. I'm going to make that beautiful. Look at, like she on her way to greatness, and she realized she was great. Look at that. She became enlightened. Look at that owl. It's a fucking white owl. Shout out the OVO gang, bitch. Like, she aired out her dirty laundry. Matter of fact, she probably washed her dirty laundry with the fucking water from the cold heart that she was getting when she realized she could turn water into she could take those emotions and turn them into anything. That she cleaned up her life. She cleaned up herself. She cleaned up her life. Here she was all tied up and shielded. You can't see her hair. You can't see nothing. But now she like, oh, bitch. I could just walk away from that shit, become the fool, and I'm enlightened. Now she inspired. Now it's so funny because, like, I feel like, you see, like, this is a window. I feel like this probably, like, she's sitting in the window of her mind looking out like, what the fuck can I create today, motherfucker? What can I create today? And that's when the work started. That's when she realized, oh, bitch, I can create all of these beautiful things. What's this? It go from the 3 of the materials to the 6 of materials to the 8 of materials. Oh, this what I'm looking at. I can create this. This can come, like, I can bring these things into fruition. I don't know if this makes sense to you. It's kind of making sense to me. I'm definitely gonna have to rewatch this. I'm definitely letting God use me right now, but I don't know if it makes sense. Like, all of these cards tied together. It's like all of these cards are a part of each of these cards. It's just like, okay, it's different. It's different perspectives. And because you have to look at things differently. It don't look like what you think it'll look like. Like, I feel like I'm Alice in Wonderland in the rabbit hole right now. It's just like, I'm going from rabbit hole to rabbit hole to rabbit hole. Like, from rabbit hole, like this one portal, this one window, and it took her, okay, all right. She started off here. This was necessary for her to realize, like, she had to go through this, because I told you, we all in training to be something great for whatever that is, whatever you think you're supposed to be doing. She had to be here so that her heart could turn cold. If her heart never turned cold, she would have never figured out that she could turn that into water, which she could use to water the things in her life that she needs to grow. Once she figured that out, she was like, oh, bitch, I'm magic. I'm the magician. And then she entered. She was just like, all right, I'm about to go to this rabbit hole. I'm about to follow my dreams. I'm about to take this leap of faith. When she took this leap of faith, she walked away from all of the things that she didn't need. And when she, like, even though she's walking away from all the things she didn't need, the shit, like, it's still something behind. It's still that greatness behind her. Like, it's still that beautiful universe behind her. So she walked away from the things she didn't need. And look, so she went from, she went from here, and she entered like this just follow me, this the rabbit hole. She went to this rabbit hole, and you see this circle, this is another portal, another rabbit hole. And like, it's just, these are all journeys she's taking in her mind to figure out. You're seeing that when, okay, if we have the hermit card, this is what inside of her, this is what she's doing while she's in hermit mode. She walking away from, this is spiritual work. This is getting her mind right. Once she got her mind right, I just told y'all, if we bring this back full circle, I'm at 50 minutes. If we bring this back full circle, you got to get your mind right. This is the process of getting your mind right, what it looks like. You walk away from the things that don't serve you. Once you do that, you open a portal of greatness. Once you open that portal, it's just like, it's a rabbit hole. You go down. So now she in another rabbit hole, and she realized how beautiful she was, because even here, like she go from covered up to okay, I'm not covered up no more, but I'm starting to waken up. I'm starting to wake up. And then she go from starting to wake up, okay, she go from black to white, okay, I discovered colors. Now she's like, bitch is here. And that's because she entered this portal, because she went inside, because she found out how beautiful she was, because she had went through this hurt that she needed to go through, because had she not gone through this hurt, had she not gone through this thing that made her whatever it is that she went through, and I'm saying her because it's Muse cards, that she found out she was powerful. Like I said, I keep saying that we have to go through these things. And so now she's like, oh, here, I can go. All right, then let's get deeper. I go from the voices, like I enter this portal and I become enlightened. Now that I'm enlightened, oh, it's deeper. Let me see what the fuck else is out there. You know what else is out there? Man, it's an infinity timeline of beautiful things weaved. And I got a soul group. I have beautiful people around me that will help me. And I'm like, you even see, like, even she becomes more powerful. Like, she becomes her. She becomes more powerful because she entered this portal, because she entered this timeline. And now she went from, you know, from here, from confused. She used all of that water from here to make some shit grow. And this ain't the end of the road, bitch. Although we've come to the end of the road. I realize I be sounding whiny sometimes. But she ain't at the end of the road. Like, this only the 8 of materials. So she got so much further to go. But she realized that she could get there. She realized that she had the ability to take this coldness and to make it something entirely beautiful. But she had to go inside of her. She had to take a journey, and that journey sent her on a rabbit hole of just enlightenment. This was a complex read. I feel like I still ain't read it enough, so I'm gonna try to tie it all together real quick for y'all. Remember, this is a part of the process. You had to go through this. And you have to understand what this is before you can do anything, before you can leave whatever you're going through, whatever you're going to, before you can do anything. Had you not gone through this, you wouldn't have turned cold. Had you not turned cold, you wouldn't have realized that you can turn that ice into something that brought life into the world. Once you realize that, you realize that you were the motherfucking magician. When you realized you was the motherfucking magician, you was like, oh, bitch, I don't have to deal with fuck ass shit no more. I really can't create my reality. So you walked away from that shit. You walked away from that shit, and you walked into some shit that was way better for you in your life. Once you decided to walk away from the shit that wasn't good for you in your life, you realized there was a universe inside of you, and then you really went inside and you became beautiful. Your light started to motherfucking shine. And then you was like, oh, I wonder what the fuck else I can do. How powerful am I? Is there anyone else like me out there? And the universe was like, hell yeah, bitch. This is an infinite universe, and you can create your reality. There's a lots of people like you out there, but you had to go through this. This was the triggering event. You had to go through what you went through so you could figure out, so you could seek out your soul tribe. Once you figure that out, like, then it's go time. It's just like, it was already go time when you went inside. Now you came, now that you know it's people like you ain't as afraid to go for it. Now that you ain't afraid, it's showing the way you walk, you talk, you move, you dance. Like, it's just like, look at that. It's the six, like, this bitch is powerful. She happy, she's smiling, she in her own motherfucking world. She ain't worried about no motherfucking body else. That's because she realized that it's okay to be her. And once she realized that, she was like, oh, I'm about to master this shit. Mastermind, go after mine. So you turn this pain into, you turn this water, look, it's just water. You turn this heartache, this disappointment, you watered you turned it into, look at how beautiful she is. Now she not, you know, she not just this beat up rag doll no more. Hair ain't done. Like, look at that. She went from that to that. Like, she sees water there. She sees water there, but she ain't realized that she's the one. Here, she like, oh, shit. I can turn this into water. Oh, shit, I'm mad. All right, that was a slight read. That was a very, 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 very thick read. A very thick read. You are awakened, motherfucker. This is the process of being awakened. You learn, you realize that everything wasn't as it seemed. All right. I did want to pull something from this deck, and read from the book. I'm at 56 minutes. I'm a fine, perfect imperfection. But oh, I hope that read made sense. I hope y'all saw the portals like I did. Like, it's a journey that you got to take. And we tie this together. It's the internal work that's being done. It's the process of the internal work. Once you do the internal work, the outer work will start showing. Once you get the inside work done, the outside work will start showing. All right, this card popped out immediately. I speak positively to others. I ain't feeling that. If it come back out, I'll read it, but I ain't feel it. I ain't feel like that was the move. On Saturday, what do? We follow our spirits. If our spirits say we don't feel that shit, we don't feel that shit. I'm at 57 minutes, y'all. I be fucking recording long, bitch. Like I'm supposed to, bitch. Come through, spirit. Come through. Come through. Oh, and I'm gonna pull like one scripture card. Ooh. I spread joy. I hold purity in high esteem. That's too many. Too many. God, I just pray that I don't fall back into the same patterns. That's just not what I want to do. All right, that's the one I'm going to take. I honor animals with reverence. And it's a hummingbird. Let's see. Look up the number 13. In ancient Egypt, cats were held in high esteem and treated with great care. Royalty would dress their feline companions in golden adornments and happily allow them to eat off their plates. The sacred creatures helped protect the community food supply by fighting off mice, cobras, and punishment for harming felines. A feline was incredibly severe. Bastet, an Egyptian goddess, often represents a half feline, half woman, was worshipped as a safeguard of the pharaoh, the keeper of women's secrets, the goddess of home and childbirth, the protector of felines and caretakers. The concept of the sacred nature of animals, not just felines, has rippled through many cultures beyond Egypt, including totemistic animals in the Native American tradition, spirit animals within the shamanic philosophy, as well as the spirit of magical practice. In embodying the idea of treating all animals with reverence, we find a vision that every life every life as something to be cherished and magical behind every life force, no matter how big or small. Through observation of and respect of the unique characteristics of each animal spirit, we allow the opportunity to relate and apply archetypal energy each embodies in the fractal design of our soul's personality. And removing the infernal mask of the human ego, we are left with the perennial wisdom within the animea mundi, or world soul, the intrinsic invisible spirit that permeates all life. So I'll go back and listen to that one. And then real quick, I'm gonna just pull this one. I'm at 1 hour, y'all. I already know. You already know on Saturdays, what do we do? It's fucking Halloween. We follow our spirit. My spirit say do this, so that's what I'm doing. Happy fucking Saturday, guys. No ego. I'm a Leo, so I feel like you gotta honor the cats, motherfucker. You gotta honor the cats, motherfucker. Boom, y'all seen that one fly. Ha. This is the one we had yesterday. It says, out of darkness, light is born. I feel like we got some reoccurring themes. So go back and see the video from yesterday. And we will do a scripture card. And then I'm going to find perfect imperfection. And we're going to dip. Hopefully my video, like, I don't know if I got time. One on the clock, bitch. But God's telling me where you supposed to be. All right. Your word is a lamp to guide my feet and a light to my path. Psalms 119:105. And don't be afraid, for I am with you. Do not be discouraged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will hold you up with my victorious right hand. Bottom of the deck. My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen and slow to speak and slow to become angry. And that's definitely something that I'm working on right fucking now. So with that being said, it has been spiritual motherfucking Saturday. Spiritual Saturday. This is my favorite song. I wish y'all a blessed Saturday. I'm gonna get this work done. Take my hair down, and so I could look cute or whatever. And y'all have a blessed day. Go get it, because if you don't, someone else will. I need to get that put on a shirt somewhere. I've always been like that. Go into the portals of your mind. Cause a guy circumcised thinking I'm a noodle, no booby, he the shooter, he the top of your medulla, ayy. What fucking will matter? You powerful. Take that pain and turn it into something that'll bring some beautiful into your life. You can either let it make you cold or not let it make you cold. The choice is yours. But you gotta get your mind right. You gotta understand you're a perfect imperfection. That's the whole vibe of motherfucking. If I could give Venus and Libra a song, Venus and Libra conjunct Uranus and Taurus, a song, Perfect Imperfection by Kevin Gates. Yeah, you. I'm Michael Jackson, I'm reincarnated. I channel the spirit like I'm the greatest. Focusing on marijuana. I just love this card. Do this. Into your portal, baby. There we go, have on the baby. Broke another fingernail scratching on my back. And on her cat. Hey. I'm a perfect imperfection, and I just need my craft has been perfected, and I just need affection. But it come off as aggression. No one understand me, and everybody can't be slow. Hey, it's refreshing to find someone who think like me, so I can't be wrong. And I don't find interest in that. Y'all have a blessed day. It's been Spiritual Saturday.